Extraordinary attack. Ukraine special forces confront North Korean and Russian forces and trap them. The war in Ukraine has entered a new, horrific phase. In the dense forests of Donetsk and the cracked land near Torske, drone warfare, ambushes, and brutal hand-to-hand combat. FPV drones, small racing quadcopters, typically armed with warheads scavenged from RPGs, have been the signature weapon of the conflict in Ukraine. Ukraine made more than 1 million last year, and Russia is not far behind. But as electronic jammers proliferate, some have suggested that the gloss is wearing off and FPVs are becoming less effective. In June, French Army Chief of Staff General Schill suggested that 75% of FPVs were being brought down by electronic warfare, and that number was rising. He said that the success of drones against tanks early in the war was a moment in history, and armor would soon resume its rightful place. A brief survey indicates that the moment is not over. FPVs are still extremely effective at taking out even the toughest Russian tanks. In fact, we may just be starting to see what they can do, and their impact may be rising rather than falling. As we previously discussed, the only way to establish the proportion of kills are scored by one type of weapon system is to look at all confirmed kills and to establish where credit goes for each. Doing this for all Russian armored vehicles would take a prohibitive amount of time, so here we are looking at one specific type, the T-90M breakthrough tank. Declared by Putin to be the best tank in the world, the T-90M is Russia's newest and most advanced tank. In particular, during the special military operation, the Russian term for the invasion of Ukraine, the T-90M has had multiple upgrades to protect it against new threats, in particular FPV drones. T-90Ms coming from the factory have roof screens, rubber shielding protecting the turret rear, additional reactive armor, and radio frequency jammers as standard. The newest will also have the Arena Active Protection System designed to intercept incoming threats. These are high-value assets, and everything possible is being done to protect them. In addition, the levels of electronic warfare have steadily increased, and Russian forces are now well supplied with devices to detect and jam FPV communications. In some areas, it is reportedly impossible to fly drones close to the front line due to the density of jammers, with as many as one every 100 yards. In this environment and against such targets, the proportion of FPV kills would be expected to decline. We would expect a greater proportion of kills to be scored heavier traditional weapons, anti-tank missiles, unguided rockets, artillery, and by other tanks. In the last quarter of 2024, both the indefatigable analysts at Oryx recorded a total of 10 visually confirmed T-90M losses, a number confirmed by their colleagues at Warspotting. There may be other, unrecorded losses, but as tanks are typically knocked out close to the front line and as T-90Ms are rare and notable, this likely represents most if not all T-90M combat losses.